You know, it's not fake, actually. Actually, it's not at all. Welcome to watching Ethereum Live with Great Scott the Gamer. That's me. Welcome back. Thank you, everybody. Tonight's going to be an interesting little show. I'm hoping to have a guest on. My sister said she'd be here, and I'm hoping to have her on, and so she can ask some questions. I think a lot of people are interested in asking, and she's interested in investing in crypto. So I am interested in helping her do that because I think it's good for everybody. Anyway, for all of you here, we're going to try to watch some Ethereum Live. Who knows what else we're going to get into, but I'll tell you what, this show is not for kids, so if you're a kid, go to bed. For the rest of you, anything that we say is for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you're interested in farming some kind of a cryptocurrency on your phone, click the Pi link in the description. Also, there's a number of other links in the description, all good resources for cryptocurrency if you're interested. Look through them, use them all. It helps me help you. Tonight's drink of choice is White Claw on ice. Let's see. I also said I was going to be doing a live drawing for some crypto for anybody on the live stream that's a Patreon. So we will see. Cheers. Oh, yeah, that's awful. That's awful. Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, sorry. Apparently my laptop doesn't do sound.
Hey,
on my phone.
It's all good. It's all good. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, we can now. How are you, man?
Good. I am trying to, I will. Let me see if I can have this thing set up.
Yeah. It's a colorful chart.
Can you see it?
The TV.
Yeah, we have your live screen. Yeah, we're all good there.
Okay.
There's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on. And this might be confusing for a beginner, so we don't have to show all this stuff. We can
I'm more so the beginner.
Yeah.
Brian seems to get it. I'm the one that has no idea really what.
Well, get it? No, it's like when people say they're bad at golf. Listen, I'm a beginner, very much so also.
All right, Joseph Martinez, welcome back. Sorry I've been taking so long. Look, man, I got on YouTube. I started blasting out videos. People started showing up like crazy. I was getting like 200, 250 people to my videos like day after day after day. And it was just going up. And I was getting like 10, 20 new subscribers a day and things were getting crazy. Then I think I said like, fuck YouTube once. And like, boom. I never saw another person after that. So let's just say the YouTube robots are fucking real. I don't know what they do or how they do it, but they don't fucking play. All right? That's no joke. They do not fucking play. All right.
Hey Scott, are you on with other people too right now? I thought you
Yeah.
said you...
Yeah, I'm on a live stream. I usually, well, there was a time for like 2-3 months where I was live streaming every night about 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Damn.
And then I went from 200 people watching live a night to 15 because the YouTube algorithm put me on the blacklist. I think it was either because I was saying fuck too much, which is possible. By the way, I don't know who can hear me, right? Just
Wade's gone.
What do you call it? Safety ears, whatever. Or if I'm drinking on camera, which I'm not sure if you're allowed to do either of those things. I don't care. I drink on camera and I say fuck a lot, so YouTube can kiss my ass. Okay. I want to get your faces on camera. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
We got the baby here, so she's gonna be interrupting sometimes. Sorry, man.
Sorry, honey. I meant she.
She looks like a boy right now, so that's what we're dealing with.
Are you guys using all your boy stuff, or do you get all new girl stuff?
Amanda sent stuff up to 6 months, and then we got some gifts. So she's already like growing out of 3 month stuff though. It's crazy. She's long.
She's tall. Yeah.
She's tall.
Tall like her mom. Very cool.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got one of each now. Yeah. One Brian, one Alex.
I'm contemplating bringing her the second.
I am seriously trying to get your faces up on the goddamn screen. I cannot. I tell you, I swear to God, I cannot. I tried to set it up before it started, but you guys were like, you weren't there, so I couldn't get it doing. All right, let's just go ahead and look at some stuff. I'm gonna show you guys some stuff, and I'm gonna talk about some stuff, and then in a couple of minutes, you just start asking your questions. By the way, my sister and my brother-in-law Brian and Alex are on the line. They are asking questions for beginners. So here we go. Cryptocurrency. This basically started back in 2008, 2009 during the first, well, not the first, but one of the larger recent market crashes in the country and in the world, which was largely due to like banking failures and stock market failures and other kinds of things, and the currency failures, etc. So with that in mind, some anonymous group of people had created a secure algorithm, or what's basically a ledger. You guys are familiar with what a ledger is. They created a secure ledger that cannot be controlled or hacked or run by any organization or group or government or central bank. It's a decentralized finance situation where it is worth only as much as the people who decide to use it want it to be worth, and it's tracked. So let's say that's Bitcoin. Bitcoin is built on a technology called blockchain, which is, it doesn't mean anything to anybody, because you could say, what kind of app is this? What kind of technology is this application built on? Like, what kind of technology is Windows built on? Like, nobody needs to know or care what that means. They just need to understand that, like, Windows is an operating system that helps them interface with their computer. Bitcoin is built on blockchain, and blockchain is it's a software technology basically that creates a secure ledger on the internet. So all that ledger is basically saying is that it keeps track of buys and sells and trading of Bitcoin. And that's it. That's all it does. So the more people put money into Bitcoin, the more it's worth. And as they use it, and as they buy it, sell it, trade it, etc., it generates more Bitcoin, actually. And it actually generates Bitcoin at a very specific and known amount at a very specific known time frame. So the total amount of Bitcoin, and when I say amount, it's kind of a trivial word. It's kind of a trivial word because I'm going to say there's 21 million Bitcoin that will have been made before no other Bitcoin get made. Okay, but keep in mind that that's a trivial description of Bitcoin, because you can buy, sell, and trade any fraction of a Bitcoin. So like, you know, I can buy and sell and trade one millionth of a Bitcoin. So the fact that there's 21 million total Bitcoin ever to be made is kind of irrelevant. Although it does actually decrease the total supply, which the live supply, and there is a live supply, like every day there's a certain amount of Bitcoin made. And actually what happens is every 600 and some thousand blockchain blocks that are mined, the amount of Bitcoin that is created by mining the Bitcoin is reduced by half. And so every 3 to 4 years, the amount of Bitcoin that is available and mined and created is decreased by half. And so that happened. It was designed that way so that over time, it would have a deflationary kind of attitude. So unlike US dollars or any other kind of currency where the government can just freely print it and just create inflation that's out of control and just drive down the value of their currency, Bitcoin doesn't have that. It has a limited supply. It has a finite amount that can ever be created. So like It was created in 2008. And then after a few years, 2012-ish, it had a halving. That's what the halving is. So if anybody says what the halving is, they're talking about when the amount of Bitcoin that was being made decreased by half for every. So this, just think of it that way. So then in 2017, there was another halving. So then all the Bitcoin being made, the rate at which Bitcoin was being made was halved. And then last year, it happened again. The halving happened again in 2020, which is what actually causes a bull run. So in 2012, 2013, 2017, there was a huge bull run. In 2020 into 2021, there's a huge bull run. And that's because the amount of Bitcoin supply that is being created is halved. And so this will happen every 3 to 4 years for the next 100 years. But if you think about like exponential decreases, like if something's decreased by half over and over and over, the effective halving kind of doesn't matter after a little while, right? To go from 100 to 50 is a big deal. To go from 50 to 25 is kind of a big deal. Going from 25 to 12 and a half is becoming less of a big deal. And then every time you have it, the difference between the half and the whole amount that was being created is less and less and less. So probably in the next 2 cycles, the amount of halving will not necessarily be effective, but the supply finiteness will be noticeable. So Bitcoin, believe it or not, started at pennies. When it first started, they were giving it away.
Right.
And they were giving it away. Okay, just keep in mind that Bitcoin right now is worth $55,000. A Bitcoin. Okay, so there is numerous, and look at this. It's not recovering super well at the moment.
What's the span on your graph there? The time span.
So right now, up in the top here, I have it on the 2-hour scale. So each one of these candles represents a 2-hour section. So you can see this is the 22nd here. It hasn't happened yet. 21st, 20th, 19th, 18th, 17th, 16th, 15th, and so on. And I can make it whatever I want. So for example, if I wanted to do 1 week, I can make it so and I can just erase this a little bit so you don't have to see all that stuff. Yeah. And then also these guys, I can probably okay. So this is right here, October 20th.
Yeah.
And you can see from here to now, it's going up 410%, which is only 4 times, okay? But there were situations where it's, let's see here, that looked like a pretty good one.
Did you mean 410 points or
410%? It went up 4 times. So 100% would be obviously doubling, but 400% would be a quadrupling. So it started off at 15 grand. Actually, it was less than that. If you go back a full year, it started off at much less than 10 grand. So it's had about a seven times increase in the last year, which isn't that much when you look at all cryptocurrency. And I'll give you some more examples. So this was the 2017 increase here.
Jeez.
And if you look at this, you can see that was a 1,400%. So this was a 14 times increase in value. This is where it went up and hit 20,000 for the first time. It went from, hundreds of dollars to $20,000 basically.
What was the event that caused that?
So this was the halving. This is where, so like at this moment, the amount of Bitcoin being produced daily decreased by half. And that's built into the algorithm. So that's built into the blockchain. There's miners who have machines like this. And these machines are purpose built just to secure the blockchain and to conduct transactions. The blockchain is actually very secure in that it has tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of machines all looking at it at the same time. And any transactions that happen on it are all checked simultaneously by everything. and verified. And so anything that's not correct, that's why you just can't have any stealing or theft or fraud when it comes to Bitcoin, is because it's got too much of an involved network where there's just too many computers looking at all the transactions all at the same time. And they do like back checking and front checking, and it's wild. The blockchain technology is the technology that is innovative. That is what is innovative about cryptocurrency, is that it is a technology that, and so it's been warped a little bit by some companies. So other companies have created their own blockchains. Bitcoin is its own blockchain. Ethereum is its own blockchain. And so there are technologies that are similar, but they're separate. Okay. So it's almost like you have one company that's created one product, and you have another company that's created another similar product. And that doesn't, they're maybe the same kind of thing, but that doesn't mean they're necessarily the same. For example, Bitcoin as a product is good at being a ledger and keeping track of transfers and purchases and sales of Bitcoin. But other blockchains are purpose built to assist with contracts or agreements or production of different electronic things or all kinds of things. Like you can try to build video games on blockchain. You can put electronic art on blockchains. Those are called NFTs. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do with that technology that creates it so that it's secure and that it's and you can create it so that it is one of a kind. So like every one Bitcoin is pretty much equivalent to any other one Bitcoin. But there are blockchains that are created so that every coin on the blockchain is specifically different than another one. So everyone that you own is one of a kind. And a lot of people like that. It's actually one of the current blowing up markets in cryptocurrency.
Is it just gonna seen as more secure to other parties that way?
Not necessarily. No, it's more like a collectability thing. It's more like a rarity thing. So like, if I was an artist, if I was a musician, for example, I could create a piece of music and I could put it on blockchain, and then it would be owned by one particular person who owned that particular item on the blockchain, and like nobody else could get their hands on it or own it or say they own it or touch it unless I gave it to them or sold it to them, you know. And it's another thing about Bitcoin. It's not that it's not a physical thing. There's no physical item. You like, no matter what anybody says, you can't get a physical item. For example, I sell what's called a ledger, which is a nano ledger. This is called cold storage. This is called cold storage, and I can basically, it's all, I could say to you that I put Bitcoin on this to pull it off the internet so that would make sense to you, but that's not actually what's happening. The Bitcoin never leaves the ledger, it never leaves the blockchain. But what I can do is that I can lock away the Bitcoin on the blockchain, and then put keys to it, and this will be the key. This will be the key to it. So you'll never be able to access that Bitcoin on the blockchain ever unless you have the key to it.
Nice.
So this is what's called cold storage. And there's hot storage as well, which is like, you can have wallets on the internet, like on your computer, and I can show you examples of that.
LinkedIn, yeah.
Like this, okay, let me show you a little bit about my farming, by the way. Do you see this?
Yes.
My current estimated earnings of monthly is $2,600 USD a month.
Cool. Good for you, man. It's doing quite well.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I get paid in cryptocurrency.
Okay, that was one of my questions. Cool. Makes sense.
And I can easily flip that cryptocurrency into cash at any time. I feel like it's not, I mean, I'll show you a little bit about exchanges. So buying and selling cryptocurrency happens on what's called exchanges. So not very different from a stock exchange where you would buy stocks on an exchange. You can buy and sell cryptocurrency on an exchange. But one of the things that's different about cryptocurrency is that you can use it quite a bit outside of exchanges. So here, I'm going to pull this back over to here. So I'm showing a lot, by the way. I'm showing quite a bit. I don't normally show this much, but
Write this down.
yeah.
Screenshot.
This is, you can barely see it. These are all the payments that I've been getting.
That's
so
right, yeah.
so every I don't know, every 3 days or so, I get 10% of an Ethereum. So you can see like April
Yeah.
3rd, April 6th, April 9th, April 12th, and I'm getting 0.1 Ethereum, right? Do you know how much an Ethereum is worth?
No. Not near as much as Bitcoin.
So an Ethereum is, by the way, Bitcoin has about half of the total market cap of all the cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is worth half of all the cryptocurrency, okay?
Yeah.
Ethereum is number 2, and it's worth more than most of the rest by a lot. It's the big number 2, okay? So here's Ethereum, and it is way back in 2017. So this is Ethereum over the last year.
Oh wow. Yeah, just rocketed.
Yeah. So, okay, so let's say April 2020 to today, 1,256% in the last year.
Whoa.
In the last year. So this is Ethereum. So if you'd invested, you know, I'm not going to try to do the math, but 1,200% is only 12 times your money, which is not that much actually, because
How is that not that much? That's great return on any stock.
yeah, well, we're talking cryptocurrency. So
So it sounds almost like we're getting at the worst part when it's like at the highest.
Yes. But
some people
no,
think that's
it-
possible. Yeah. Well, I would say most people in cryptocurrency who are educated and knowledgeable and experienced in cryptocurrency believe that this current bull run should last at least until September. Historically, what's happened is when something has gone up, it went up this much, see how much it went up, and then it went down this much. So
Yeah.
if you look here, you can see the previous bull run on Ethereum ended here and basically went down 90% in over the course of the year. It went down 90% over the course of the year, right? So getting into it here, when it went down that much, you could have thought, man, it's gone. Ethereum's done. Cryptocurrency is done. It's worthless. Why would I ever buy it? Of course, it's going to continue to go down to nothing. But if you were one of the people who had seen this twice before, because this exact thing has happened twice before, actually. It happened right here. It happened in 2013. Well, it's better to look at Bitcoin, by the way.
Buy and hold.
Well, you weren't getting after the bull run.
Yeah. Scott. Bull and bear. I get mixed. I don't know. Like bull run is coming down because it looks like it on the graph. When you
Oh,
showed
sure.
that
So bull run is up, bear is down. So if you're bearish, that means you are selling and you are skeptical, and the price goes down. In a bull market, the price is going up because there's more people buying and accumulating and driving the price up than there are people selling. Willy Wonka, what up? Arnold, what up? Taha, hi. Sorry, guys, I'm just sorry I haven't been on as much lately, man. YouTube has fucked me right in the ass. No offense. They fucked me really bad. And I mean, they didn't use a condom or lube or nothing. So listen, I'm trying to go back. Okay, Coinbase. Well, anyway, so these kinds of peak cycles and huge falls afterwards have happened 3 times. So they're expecting it to happen again. However, there are a large number of people who believe that things have started to change and that institutional money has become invested. Corporations have become invested. Billionaires have become invested. Hedge funds have become invested. ETFs have become invested. Okay. It's different than it was before. The whole thing was driven by private retail investors, which is just regular everyday people like you and I, a million of us, and $1,000 a piece, and it's $1 billion. That's one, But now things have changed. You hear about people like Elon Musk and all these people getting involved with crypto, and they are. And now corporations have started to invest in it, and and become interested in it. Amazon's interested in it. The banks are getting interested in it. Like, it's just becoming interested to big money.
Yeah.
Gorilla Diamond token, Arnold. I don't know. That's how nobody's. I haven't heard one thing about Gorilla Diamond token. I think we need a little bit more rumors to happen before we start trying to look at that guy. Are you guys on the stream, by the way?
No. But
actually tried to
I'll
watch
pull it up
before.
on my laptop right now.
So anyway, there are some people that believe that we're coming to ahead on our current bull market and that we might be topping out. And but most people in cryptocurrency who have seen this 2 times before and 3 times before, and professionals who are getting in institutional money invested, are believing that this should last not only through September or the end of the year, but also that it won't decrease like that again. It may decrease a little bit, but not like that, because things have changed now that there are banks and corporations and billionaires involved. Like, the value of this isn't going to fall like that anymore. At least that's what a lot of people speculate. And this isn't very different than the stock market. You're not guaranteed anything. You could buy any stock and it could go to shit just as easily. It's volatile, that's for sure. I would say most people say that if you're, young in your investment strategy and your investment portfolio, your volatility investments shouldn't be more than 10 or 20%. So Bitcoin I don't think is considered as volatile as it used to be. Actually, JP Morgan Chase and a couple of other major banks are recommending that Bitcoin be like 1 or 2% of your investment portfolio. And some people are finding that it's just going up so much that they can't, that it's taken over their portfolio. So, okay. So Bitcoin, this is its current position. This is what it looks like by months. As you can see, it's actually kind of rounding out a little bit, and it's had it's had a really nice run. And it's very possible that, if you look, that it's kind of rounding off and flattening out, and that's very possible.
Well, can you tell me your opinion on where it's going to go? I mean, with new articles coming out with the recent days drop in value, obviously, about threats of government regulation of it.
So threat of government regulation is a very real thing, and that's something that is going to happen, and that Bitcoin has to get through completely before it is going to be mainstream, as it will be one day. So most people believe that Bitcoin currently is at, between 50 and 60,000 pretty regularly. I would say most people believe that it should go up to 80, 100,000 before the end of the bull run, at a very, very bare minimum. People who are optimistic believe it will go up to 200 or 300,000 a Bitcoin by the end of the year, which would be another 6 times. So that there's a lot of people who are optimistic about Bitcoin. They believe it should be it go up. They think it'll go up another 6 times by the end of the year. You could YouTube somebody like Michael Saylor, and he is one of the world's largest holders of Bitcoin. He runs an investment company they're not necessarily an investment company. They were a company that just had a ton of cash, and so he used I don't even know how much it was. I think it was like $500 million they bought of Bitcoin.
Wow.
So I'm still bullish. I think it's going to continue to go up. I think right now is still a good time to buy, especially because this happens regularly. Okay. People are like, oh my God, look at this. It's over. I'm like, that's what they said here. And that's what they said here. And that's what they said here. And they say that every time it goes down for a couple of weeks, because that's what it naturally does, actually. It actually naturally goes down like this, and then goes up and down, down and up, and it's a nice seesaw, which happens naturally, and it happens a lot. And actually, if you look at the long-term flow of this, it's actually not super attractive because you can see instead of having an increasing slope, an increasing slope would be something that would be like, this is an increasing slope, right? This is something that you want to see, right? You don't want to see a decreasing slope, right? Because then this is kind of what we're actually seeing.
Predictions, yeah. It looks like a leveling off slope at the right about now, eh?
Leveling off if we're lucky.
It's
If you're skeptic, then it could be worse than leveling off. It could be the top of the market and then a decrease. If you were skeptical, but then again, you often you see here there's all kinds of things that happen naturally, stuff that happens like this. So that could happen very easily as well. Okay. The more interest there is, and the more, and you can see here, right? If you actually look, if you actually look at this line here, see this line? I actually drew this a long time ago. I actually drew this line a long time ago. And this is another reason I haven't been on as much as I should be, is because I've been pretty skeptical about good increases. So we're at the same price that we were back in mid-February. So for 2 months, we're actually, if you look here, right? If you look at our current price, 54,000, we actually hit this price back in mid-February. So we don't have any actual overall increased movement. We've broken our all-time high once, twice, 3 times. But while breaking our overall all-time high 3 times in the same period, we're actually net is flat. So I've become more skeptical a little bit. If you see here also, we have general ebbs and flows that are a little bit predictable. So right here is March 19th, which is mid-month, and it goes down, 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 down to the beginning of the month, and then it goes up, right? Look at this. April 15th, middle of the month, down, 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 and then it goes up again. Same thing over here. February 21st, mid-month, down, 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 down. So what happens is it tends to go up the first 2 or 3 weeks of the month and then spend the rest of the month taking a shit. And there's a number of reasons why that happens.
Like what?
Like there's big money that has
sell-offs.
There's some what's that?
They're driving the prices.
They're driving prices a little bit because at the end of the month there's what's called CME futures that hold on a second. Clay Birdie-Shaw, what up, man? So Clay Birdie-Shaw on the chat actually just came up with he made a point that I think is very worthwhile, which is that historically these bull runs do not end with this formation. See how this formation is this curving off and flattening out formation that we had talked about previously?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not how these have ended. All of these so far have ended very dramatically and very like this and then like this. All of them over the course of a couple of months. So what happens is what everyone's expecting, and the reason that they're going to say this is going to go up a lot is what they're expecting it to do something like this over the next, let's see here, this is October. This is September. They're expecting it to go something like this. And then actually end up back where we're at right now. So they actually think that the $50,000 range is about where it should cool off to after it goes up to 100,000 plus. They think that when it drops back down, it'll end up back at where we're at now. So now might be the last chance that you're going to get in at this price. This might be the baseline that it ever gets to again. It might go up to 100, 300,000, and it might drop 80% all the way back to where we started at today, which is at the $50,000 range, which is what they think is going to be the baseline for the next forever, or not forever, but until the next bull run. So what will happen is this will go up. Let's say this goes up to 100,000 to 300,000, whatever it happens to go up to. And we're assuming that there's going to be a crash. I would say most people assume that it will eventually crash. A lot of people are saying it will just keep going up for a while and like really crazy. But assuming it crashes back down to 50,000, it might stay like this for the next 3 years until the next Bitcoin halving, which would happen in like 2 years. It'd be 2023, in which case it would start to do one of these parabolic runs like this again in 2023. So you can get in now, potentially trying to catch this, or if you didn't and you wanted to see this through in the future, you could wait until after this and hope it comes back down to this again, which, like, what's the point, right? If you're going to get in here at 50,000, then there's no reason not to get in here at 50,000, right?
So Scott, I'm not thinking or stating that this is the end, but like, wouldn't you agree that the more news that comes out that the government is going to get their mitts into this, the quicker it's going to drop?
It's very possible. It's very possible. It could. So there's a couple of things that are good and bad. For example, in America, it's good that America is considering Bitcoin an asset, and that we have really good asset laws and ownership laws in the United States where people are allowed to own things without the government trying to take them from us. But in every country, that's not necessarily the same. And every time a country has an issue with Bitcoin ownership laws, it actually does hurt Bitcoin a little bit. For example, in the last week, we heard that Turkey, the country of Turkey, has outlawed the buying and selling of Bitcoin. India, one of the largest countries, one of the most populated countries in the world, has made laws against owning Bitcoin. And that's a big deal. It's what'll end up, like most people believe that in the end, over the course of time, India will not be able to stop its people from buying, selling, or owning Bitcoin. It's not something that you can really do because you can't take it from me. Bitcoin is not an object you can take from me, and you can't force me to give it to anybody. It's not an object that I can give to somebody. So that's one of the good things about it, is that it's the government cannot force you to take it. They can't kill you for it. Like, even if they wanted to kill you for it, they can't kill you and take it. If you owned $1 billion in gold, the government could kill you and take the $1 billion in gold if they felt like it, right? But in Bitcoin, if I owned $1 billion in Bitcoin, nobody could forcibly take it from me, period, ever. And you could transfer it easily, quickly, securely, cheaply. However,
if you're trading it on exchanges, oh, sorry, you're still talking.
You wouldn't trade it on an exchange. If you had a wallet, I could send it to your wallet directly right now. I would send it from my wallet to your wallet, and you would have it in your wallet.
Like a phone wallet. His phone's from like 2010.
But no, it's not. No, but so many people do nowadays trade it on exchanges, correct?
I buy it and sell it on exchanges.
So that's how the governments can see what's on there. That's how they can.
They can see it. They can see it if you use an exchange to buy and sell crypto, and that exchange is somehow regulated by a government. Then that government will probably be able to have access to those records. They won't have ability to take your stuff. In some cases, if you keep your money on that exchange might be able to take that. But that's why a lot of people that hold a lot of Bitcoin take their money off exchanges and they put it in their wallets. And their wallets are not controlled by exchanges. That's why they say take the money off the exchange. If you're going to be holding, like if you want to buy, however many Bitcoin and then hold it for 50 years, 100 years, a lot of people say that you would buy Bitcoin and hold it forever. It would be like we're buying real estate on the web before it becomes a thing. So it'd be like buying, like Michael Saylor said, it'd be like buying pieces of Manhattan before Manhattan became Manhattan, right? So Bitcoin is offering us the opportunity to invest in real estate in space that people don't know that they want yet. 10 years from now, everyone's going to want it, and they don't know it yet, right? We don't know anybody that owns it or needs it or wants it or buys it. Like, I don't have a friend or a family member or anybody at work that has any Bitcoin, which is wild. It's wild because 10, 15, 20 years from now, everyone will own some Bitcoin, and it will be common. It'll be it'll be bigger than Tesla. It'll be bigger than Apple. It'll be bigger than Amazon. Okay.
It'll be the new currency.
It won't be the new currency. It won't be, because that's actually one of the things that would cause Bitcoin to struggle with government regulation. If it tries to be, if it tries to eliminate or replace the U.S. dollar, then it could start to run into problems with government regulations. And so a lot of people are saying that Bitcoin's not pretending to be the new U.S. dollar or the dollar of any sort. Although you could use it that way. I could send you Bitcoin and you could give me something for it in return. Like if you were selling objects, if you were selling physical items, I could buy one off you. I could pay you in Bitcoin if you accepted Bitcoin. And there are more and more companies accepting. Tesla, for example, accepts Bitcoin as payment for a Tesla car. So if you wanted to buy a Tesla car today, you could pay them in Bitcoin if you wanted to.
Well, that's forward thinking.
Every day, there's more news about more Bitcoin being accepted as payments. So for example, Visa is now accepting payments for like your Visa bill in Bitcoin. And like,
yeah, that's wild.
There's like all kinds of different companies that are offering your ability to pay. KB, you had 2 Bitcoins since 2011. You lucky dog. You lucky fucking dog. 2011. How much was it back then? $100? What do you got? Like a free $120,000 right now, you son of a bitch. God, that'd be nice. I actually have a buddy who went to school with me who made $200,000 on XRP this year. So XRP is another cryptocurrency. So there's Bitcoin, right? That's number one. That's half of all the cryptocurrency value is in Bitcoin, right? Then there's Ethereum, which is number 2, and it towers above everything else. And then there's like the top 10, which is like most of all the crypto. And then there's hundreds of little baby altcoins where like if you wanted to throw $1,000 at something and like take a huge bet, but it goes up 10 to 100 times, then that's like those are your guys, but they're also just as likely to completely fail. So they're like penny stocks, right? If you're interested in penny stock. But Ethereum and Bitcoin aren't like penny stocks. They're called
like the S&P 500.
They're stable coins. They're blue chips, right? They're
blue chip.
If you're interested in investing in crypto with the lowest risk, but they're also more risky than probably your average blue chip stock, Willy Wonka, Doge. I actually know people that have made thousands and thousands of dollars on Doge in the last month, which is really sad because I owned, Alex, by the way, I owned enough Dogecoin in the last year to be worth $200,000 today. Or not today, but a week ago. But I sold it for much less than that. Let's just say.
Oh, yeah.
I bought Dogecoin when it was half of a penny, and it went up to 50 cents.
So you took it seriously. You thought, why not throw some money at this, see what happens?
Yeah, I was like, oh, well, I'll put $400 into it, right? I bought $400 in Dogecoin at half a penny. So then it went up to 50 cents. Do you know how much that is? That's 100 times my money. So I've had $40,000 in Dogecoin.
Damn.
Like, I would have, but I didn't keep it. I sold it a long time ago when it was still worthless.
Well, it was probably, you were moving towards something more serious. Like I think most people would have done that. So
yeah, and I wasn't expecting like this huge boom of Dogecoin that has happened. It's unfortunate that a lot of that monetary energy and positivity for cryptocurrency investment went into Dogecoin because it's actually a really shitty cryptocurrency. It doesn't offer good tech. It doesn't offer good services. It doesn't have a good future. It's a meme coin. It's kind of a joke. It has unlimited supply and no reason to go up in value. So.
You know what it takes? It just takes it going viral. There was a Bitcoin Explained episode on Netflix where they talk about that cryptocurrency, and that probably is what even led to that because people are so curious that's really the only basis of information other than YouTube.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Elon Musk likes to talk about it positively, and a lot of people believe in Elon Musk. So when he says, "Oh, Dogecoin is the future," then you have like billions of dollars of investment going into Dogecoin because he said that, which is really sad. Okay, so now that I've explained a little bit about what blockchain is and what cryptocurrency is, what Bitcoin is, a little bit about the history and how it's flowed and its current situation, let's go with some of your questions. You have them ready?
Yes.
Okay, this is more about your own business venture other than in general. And you'll have to excuse me because I'm really tired from work last night. So I'm glad I have written down some of these a couple days ago. Yeah, so specifically to you, what rate of return are you able to offer for what you're doing there?
All right. So when you ask that, are you referring to the mining of
Yeah.
cryptocurrency, or are you referring to like purchasing cryptocurrency?
No, I'm not looking at buying crypto. I'm looking at
So for mining, okay.
investing in your more solid and secure situation.
So I like mining it. I've been in love with it since I started doing it. I wanted to do it years ago during the previous two bull runs, but people told me the bull run's over and it's not worth doing anymore. And those people were dumb. And I should never listen to anybody. So this is one thing I've learned in life, and I want you both to listen very, very closely, is that don't ever listen to somebody's advice unless they're successful in the thing that you're attempting to learn about. So what that means is if your parents tell you a bunch of bullshit about something they don't know anything about, don't listen.
Is that Exhibit A right there?
That's Exhibit A.
Mom, are you on the line?
No, listen, it's not just mom, it's parent. It's not just our mother, Carol. It's people in general. People give a lot of advice on things that they are not proficient in, things that they're not experts in. Okay, and that's totally inappropriate. Do not tell somebody to do or do not something to do that they're not an expert in. Now, I'm not even an expert in this, and I start off every stream by saying, please do your own research. Everything I'm saying is for educational purposes or entertainment purposes. I'm not a professional of whatever the fuck it is that people are professionals at. But
fair enough. Full
I
disclaimer.
I have been researching it quite a bit and learning as much as I can for quite a while. So I know something. Okay. So this is something that I've created, and this kind of keeps track of, and you can probably barely see this, and that's fine. You don't have to see everything in particular to kind of understand what I'm trying to show you. There's different kinds of mining. So I showed you this. This is an Antminer S9i, which is called an ASIC. It's basically a computer that's built specifically only to mine one particular thing. And this one in particular is built only can mine Bitcoin using very specific algorithm. Okay. There's algorithms, and what happens is your miner has processing power, and you are basically lending your processing power to the network. Okay.
Right.
So the blockchain has a network, and it is using all these computers' power together to run the blockchain. And so I built 3 supercomputers that are lending processing power to the blockchain. And the blockchain that I am currently using an algorithm for. So there's a miner, which is like the software program. There's an algorithm which the software program runs, and that algorithm communicates with the blockchain. Now, my 3 computers are currently running ETH hash, which is an Ethereum mining algorithm. Willy Wonka, what up, man? Willy Wonka, yeah, XRP. So XRP was another cryptocurrency that was expected to do really well, and then it got sued by the SEC and is still currently in that battle, trying to succeed. So, so what I do is I lend processing power to the network. The amount of processing power that I lend on average is called hash rate. And this one is called mega hash per second. And my current average is 751 mega hash per second. And see how I have 3 workers, and one does 220, one does 286, and one does 253. And 751 mega hash per second equates currently to $2,600 a month in Ethereum. Okay.
Okay, you're mining Ethereum only, is that right? Or
I'm
do you say
only
a couple
mining Ethereum. A lot of people, when they mine, they diversify their mining. They'll mine Razorakt. What up? Welcome back. Sorry I've been off so long. YouTube is fucking me with the big black dildo. So we had this screen back here where I was showing you GPUs. And so this is like the GeForce GTX 1080. And these are computer components, okay? They're graphics processing units that I build the computers with. And this tells me like how much power it has, how much electricity it takes, how much mega hash I'm getting per electrical cost, how much profit I get after electricity, the average cost of buying the GPU on the marketplace, the cost per mega hash per watt, and GPU cost versus profitability, daily interest charge to borrow the money to pay for the item if I borrowed the money to pay for the item. And then I have a 5-year life expectancy for my hardware, and then I kind of what up, Resurrect? And I go with monthly net profit with payback expectations. I basically am looking here at, and you're going to want to look down here because actually I'm showing probably too much. But I have mega hash per second monthly profitability each day. And so let's say each mega hash, remember I have 750. So 1 mega hash comes out to about $3.57 a day, currently today. It's between, the average right now over the month is 2.85. So I get 2.85 revenue. This is not profit, by the way.
Right. Okay, average monthly revenue per mega hash. I always say per day, but
So I have 750 times 357. So you can see, like, I remember I said that my average mega hash is 750. I have 357, $3.57 per day or per month. So that's comes out to $2,600.77, which, if you see here, is almost right on. So this is my revenue, and then my cost on electricity for this ends up being $250 to $300 a month in electricity. So the math is basically, I think that I'm getting at least 235, somewhere between 235 and 250 profit per mega hash.
Okay.
So like right now I have 750. I'm making somewhere between $1,700 and $2,000 a month profit. So like, yeah, I got 2,700, but I'm losing between 700 and 1,000 to costs, electrical, etc.
Yeah. So I guess what I didn't think to ask, but what's the average cost of the computers? I know you have the top of the line option there.
So I built 3 computers, and my current total investment on those 3 computers was $33,000.
Okay.
So it's about $11,000 a computer, and I wouldn't spend any less than $11,000 on a computer. If I was going to build a computer today and I had the ability to invest, I would build another one. It would be about $22,000.
Yeah.
Each GPU.
Yeah, start small and grow the operation. Eh?
Yeah, I started small. I did. My first one was like 7,000, and my second one was like 11,000, and my last one was like 14,000. So if I went and did it again, I'd build another one. It'd be like 18, 20, 22,000, something like this. Each GPU, so a rig can be, and you can build them all kinds of ways. a GPU. It'll be a rig. It'll be why don't I have the ability to show you what my rigs look like? Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I should be able to show you a picture of them. I don't know why I have no ability to show you a picture of my rigs, to be honest.
Did you hold up a pretty good example of one?
Yeah,
A
sure.
couple of minutes ago?
Oh yeah, I can pull up one.
Oh, I thought there was one sitting actually behind you there, Scott, but that's something
Oh,
else.
that is an ASIC. So that is a, look at this guy. You guys like this guy? You have to check him out. Mark Ribole. He's hilarious. I follow Red Panda Mining. You guys should too. This guy, if you're interested in mining, which you know you guys are, but this is what it looks like right here. So this is what I did in my basement, just like this. I built 3 of these guys just like this.
That's wild. You didn't go to school for this.
No, I didn't. No, I
Good for
learned it
you.
myself. I learned it myself. So they look just like
Wow.
this. I have 3 of them. I built them myself. They look just like this, and they produce this kind of thing. So, like if I go on hive.os, hiveos.farm, I can log into my my account, and I can see I use 2 workers on my Hive account, and one of my workers does not. So you can see my energy cost is 1.8 kilowatts. I don't know how much kilowatts cost in where you're at, but let's say they cost 8 to 12, somewhere around 10 cents a kilowatt per hour. So these two, let's say, is 1.8 kilowatts times 12 cents times 24 hours times 30 days is about $150 a month just for these 2. So this is one of my machines, and I can see this is live. All of this is live information, by the way. I can set like their overclock settings. I can set their temperatures, their fans, their power limits, all that stuff. So this is one. And then this is the other one here. And it's really unfortunate because I have this RTX 3090 here that I cannot get to go over 90 mega hash, which is wild because this thing should go up to 120. I thought it was thermal throttling really bad, but I was able to get it to stay down under 65 degrees and it still wouldn't go above 90. So I don't know what the fuck is going on with this thing.
So let's say you had like cooling. They cool themselves, like you have fans.
They have
them that
fans, yeah.
blow on them? Okay.
Each of these things has 3 fans built into each one of these things. Plus, you can add fans to it. Yes, Willy Wonka, I would. In fact, I did. A lot of the money that I put into this, I put on a credit card, which is way worse than a personal loan. But if you talk about APR, like credit cards charge 15 to 20% interest. I'm actually making 60 to 80% on my investment monthly. So, or not monthly, but annually. So it far pays for the credit card bill and the electrical bill and everything else. And everything I'm getting paid for is doubling in value. So for example, the Ethereum that I made last month, I basically making about 1 Ethereum a month. A little bit more than the 1 Ethereum that I made last month was worth $2,000, and this month that Ethereum is worth 2,500, right? So it's actually gone up 25% since I got paid. So imagine making money on your check and then your money becomes more valuable over time. Imagine that, right? So like I'd rather get paid in Ethereum or Bitcoin on a daily basis for my work than the US dollar, because the US dollar is not going to go up 25%. In fact, it'll go down over the course of the year between 7 and 15% on average annually for the last 20 years, which is true. Yes, Resurrect. I know they did, but I thought they were only doing that on the 3060s, not the 3090s. And also I thought that if I was using Hive OS, that Hive OS would use the appropriate BIOS and updates to not trigger the cap on the 3090 from NVIDIA. If I find out that Hive OS is letting through NVIDIA updates to fuck my 3090s, I'd be so upset. I'd be really so upset. So anyway, I'm building these things on Facebook for people. So the current return is, if you want to just like look at pure numbers, I have $33,000 invested, and I get $2,600, somewhere between $2,000 and $2,700 a month in revenue. My costs are $300 in electricity at most, maybe $250 or less, plus whatever financing I have. So, or whatever I want to pay off my original investment. So, let's say you invest $33,000, you have to decide how you want to pay back your original investment, right? So, let's say I get $2,600 this month for my mining. I'm going to take 300 of it for electrical. I'm going to take, and then let's say I have $2,300. What am I going to split that up? Do I want to just put that right towards my 33,000? Okay, well then it's going to take me, you know, whatever, just do the math, divide that. Right, that's going to take me, I'm estimating somewhere between 15 and 24 months to pay it off, right?
Yeah, not bad.
But the more and more, yeah, no, that's an amazing return on investment. Imagine buying a house that you want as a rental property and you get $1,200 a month for that. You would have to buy a $100,000 rental property to get $1,200 a month in rental income. And that won't even be the best return that you get. This is way better than that. You're going to have to, and you'd have to, it would take you 30 years to pay that off, okay? And all that other bullshit. Plus there's taxes. So any profit I make, I'll have to pay taxes on. But I'm not intending to make profit for at least 2 years, because that's how long it's going to take for me to pay off the investment.
Because you're going to keep adding to your investment, is that right? You're going to keep recirculating back in?
Yeah, I'll depreciate the asset by the revenue so that I don't have any profit. And when the asset's completely depreciated and it's still generating revenue, then I'll be taking in profits, and then I'll be paying income taxes on those profits.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't expect to be this year. Anyway, and that depends on how you want to pay it off.
Scott, did you say income taxes? I guess I'm a little confused. Like, you have to report, or are you running this as a business, or do you have to like report capital gains on this?
It's not capital gains. It's a business where you have an asset that generates revenue, and you'll have to pay taxes on that. Whatever is applicable for where you live. So,
okay.
It's not so. Pretending that this wasn't involved with crypto at all. If you had an asset that you purchased that generated revenue, you'd have to pay taxes on the profit that was generated. So it's not very different than if I purchased a $100,000 property and rented it out to renters. The money that they pay me is revenue, right? And then I pay whatever I have to pay for that property. The revenue is weighed against that. And if there's any profit, then I would have to pay taxes on that profit as income for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're a registered business.
I'm not registered yet, although I'm considering creating a DBA. I looked into making an LLC or not, but you wouldn't make an LLC here where I'm from, because you would only do that if you were trying to get a loan for your business that you would not be accountable for, which I'm not trying to do, or if you were worried about getting sued and you did not want to be personally liable for that lawsuit, which I'm not worried about either. So I'm not trying to be an LLC. I might do a DBA, but to be honest, when you're a sole proprietorship like I am, getting a DBA is not very useful.
Okay, so you don't really have to do much until you start turning some good profit.
Right, until you turn a profit, the government won't care. They're not going to tax you on an investment that you're losing money on. Okay. Until you start making money, they're not going to take taxes from you. Okay. Anyway, so that's my return, and I showed you here on my BlockFi account that I'm getting paid 10% of an Ethereum every 2 to 3 days. And 10% of an Ethereum is like $230. So I get $230 every 2 to 3 days. KB,
Okay.
thank you. I'll look into that. What was your next question?
Alex. Oh, you got it.
Unless you want to go more into the money thing.
What's that? Oh, sorry, she passed the page over to me. I got to read the question. How do we make it? Oh, well, concerning what you're doing there and how we can invest. It's a more simple question, like how could we make the investments to you? Are you looking for a lump sum in USD, which is the assumption?
So that's a great question. So mom had a very similar question, and she kind of left it up to me to figure it out because she wanted to get involved, but she didn't know what that would mean. And I completely appreciate that, which was like, do you want me to build you a machine and you just keep it in your home? I can. I mean, they're self-sustaining. You could keep it in your basement. It would just run there. It would be fairly quiet. It would, it would run up your electrical bill by $75 a month, and it would generate Ethereum, and it would send Ethereum to your Ethereum wallet, and you could manage your own Ethereum wallet if you felt like it. I could set you up with all those things.
So that's an option that's wild. I don't know how you don't have a bank vault door on your basement to make sure your children don't destroy your setup.
Yeah, now that's a serious fucking problem. I had the kids downstairs in the basement today, fucking around in the basement on bikes and with balls and every other fucking thing. And the machines are off in the corner running. And I'm like, ugh, just, ugh.
That's actually a question I had. So like, let's say, God forbid, there was a fire or something. I see what you're on right now is a link on a network. So is everything that you have on the network and the cloud or whatever, or is
Yes,
it all
yes. So
logs?
none of my Bitcoin assets or my cryptocurrency assets would be lost if there was a fire. I could access all of this electronically through the internet from any location. However, if the house did burn down, I would lose the $30,000 or $33,000 in rigs that I have in the basement. However, insurance policies tend to cover up to $100,000 in personal assets inside the home if the home is lost to fire without questions. Anything, sometimes they say, if you have an item that's worth over $10,000, they want you to insure that when it's, or like specifically name it on your policy. But as long as like your total assets inside your home is less than 100,000, they don't give you a lot of trouble.
But what about your cold storage situation? If that burned up in a fire, that's gone because that is off the internet.
I haven't been putting any crypto on these things yet. I just bought them. I just tested it for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and I can put it on for people. I bought 5 of these, and if anyone's interested, I can if you want, I can put crypto on here for you. We can do that a number of ways. I don't know. Like, I mean, if you want to your kids, like if you want to put Bitcoin on there for your kids and then see what it's like in 20 years, like whatever you want, nobody seems to be interested though.
I see.
20 years from now, if Bitcoin's worth $5 million a coin, like some people believe, you might regret this conversation.
That's what they have.
Yeah, a lot of people have lost their jump drives or their passwords, right? Kind of scary.
Yes, there is. So yes, your password for this has to be saved. I was thinking about like engraving it on the inside or something. But this does have a password on it that you have to memorize or write down or keep track of.
I see. I see. Okay, let me hit you with another question, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So if I were to invest here, like, let's see, are you flexible with what I can invest? Or are you suggesting a certain denomination of 5K or 10K? Because
Yeah, that's a great question. So we could split it up where like we could go half on a machine or something. But I'm gonna put it to you this way. If I was gonna build a machine, the minimum I would build a machine for would be probably around 10,000. So if you wanted to invest like 5,000, then we'd have to go half on a machine. And like mom and I went half on a machine, for example. Or what she did is I really just weigh her investment to the total investment on the machines that I have downstairs. So like I'm like, okay, so I have $33,000 in machines downstairs. She invested $5,000. That's 1/6 of the total revenue she gets, basically.
That's good. I think she wins in that situation.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, because I have to do all the trouble, all the maintenance, all the bill paying,
Yes.
all the selling, all the everything, and then she just gets a check at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Must be rough.
Yeah, if we did it, we'd probably need a U.S. bank account, eh?
I don't know. I mean, I could send you money in a number of ways. Like if you wanted me to send you crypto, I could set you up with a cryptocurrency wallet in 5 minutes. We could do it on the call right now.
That's cool. Yeah, I don't know how we do that. I guess we could always figure that out off the broadcast here. Okay, well you already covered that.
You want to try something? Go. I don't know what it's like in Canada, but let's try something real quick. Go on one of your, like Alex, go on your phone. Go to your app store and type in like Coinbase Wallet.
Okay.
Do you see it? It's got like a couple of blue circles.
I want to get back to this with you, Scott. I actually don't know what Coinbase is.
CoinView, Tokenary, CoinBar, CryptoBar.
No, so not Coinbase. Coinbase.
Coinbase, Coinbase wallet. If you type that in, do you not get like something that's called Coinbase Wallet specifically?
Yeah, it should be here.
Not on my Apple laptop. No.
It might only be a phone thing. It doesn't matter. We can look up a wallet later. That's one of probably the more popular wallets. I could send you money on that wallet like as easily as anything else can be sent. Do you guys have
Cool.
Do you guys have Chase Bank over there?
We do not. No. No.
Okay, no problem. All right. So
There's
what
always
was,
e-transfers though, right? We could always e-transfer to you to us, no?
I have not been able to
yeah,
transfer.
definitely.
No.
Yeah, we can.
Right.
So yeah, so I think that kind of answers like the opportunities for like how you'd want to do that. I mean, we could do something that's like what mom's doing, or we could do something like something else. Like, I mean, mom didn't want to be involved with having a machine or maintaining a wallet and all that other shit. But like, if you guys wanted to do that and you want to get a little more into it, I could set you up. It's up to you.
It'd have to take, you know what? I don't know.
How long would that take if if I said, let's pull the trigger right now? For you, how long does it take to set up a computer?
2 to 3 weeks. And only because it takes a while to get the parts shipped. I would have to, if I ordered all the parts tonight, I would imagine some of the parts wouldn't show up for nearly 2 weeks because just are so hard to get right now because of the market and everyone's going crazy.
You know what? Once COVID comes to a close and people can get out, start moving, spend their money elsewhere, things are going to change a little bit. It's a good time right now to be doing this because, well, actually, you guys have time freedom over there in the States right now, don't you?
Yeah.
We're getting around. Hell yeah. I mean, I can go to a restaurant if I wanted to.
Yeah. We literally are locked down. If we're driving on the street, we might get pulled over and asked where we're going.
No shit. Wow.
Between the provinces, there's roadblocks where they are making sure that there's non-essential travel is blocked.
Wow. You guys must not be having very many cases then. I mean, everyone should be pretty healthy, huh?
Are you?
Well,
are you being...
our main problem is we don't have you have, I think it was like 23% of US has vaccinations. We have like
12.
12.
We're at least 42nd in some of the leading vaccinated countries in the world. Probably 43 countries. So, yeah.
You know some stats on that. Anybody can get a shot now in America.
I know. I'm coming on the first there to get one because I can't get one here. They're still doing people that are above
You
60.
asshole. Do not come here to get rewards and then go back to your own country. You son of a bitch.
Hey, I'm a citizen.
I can't believe they sent you a fucking stimulus check. I was like, when I found out about that, I was like, what the fuck? Don't send stimulus checks to Canada.
Don't worry, Scott.
You know-
She put it in the washing machine and it's garbage now anyways.
Shut up, they're gonna resend it. Who sends checks anymore anyway? I need direct deposit. That's what's up.
I don't.
So
I
I
don't
have a
get
quick
any.
question.
Yeah.
So when it comes to like cybercrime, let's say someone sees that you're on YouTube and then is like, okay, this guy obviously mines. How can I get on his computer and mirror and see everything he's doing to kind of steal?
Oh yeah.
Is there a possibility
Oh
there?
yeah. Fuck yeah. It's as possible as anything else.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. Whoa! I just kicked my camera. Yeah, I mean, if someone wanted to keylog my computer, they could have been doing that for the last 10 years. Why wait? Fuck yeah. There's better if you're capable of keylogging a stranger. By the way, keylogging is like if you have a program on someone's computer that's able to detect their keystrokes and pick up passwords and all kinds of stuff. If you're capable of hacking somebody and keylogging them and stealing their shit, you wouldn't want to come to my house. I don't have enough money for that. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Like there's so many better people. If you're capable, go for that. You know, go do that somewhere where you can get real benefit.
Yeah, that's a good theory.
You know, I used to have a joke.
Like,
I used to have a joke where it was like, you wouldn't steal my identity because as soon as like your accounts like attached to my accounts, then my accounts start sucking money out of your accounts. Until your accounts are negative too. And then as soon as you like stole my identity, you'd be like, oh fuck no. Fuck. Reverse it. Whoa, who the fuck was that guy? Don't ever be that guy. And then I'd be like, yeah, that's right. Let's
all of a
see.
sudden they have kids.
You dumbass.
Where these kids on my doorstep come from?
Yeah. Wait. 4 kids? $1 million in debt? No money? Fuck.
Oh, Scott, I don't know. I'm worried because if I'm the government, I'm like, everyone's going crypto right now. I gotta
Shut
find
it
out
down.
ways to like get my tax money like regular. So I gotta shut this down. So that's my biggest concern. And it's only a matter of time, whether it be 10 years or next year.
And that's a super valid concern, but you have to ask yourself, what does shutting down mean exactly, right? Because if you have the money, if you have the Bitcoin in, let's say, on the blockchain, the government can't take that from you. They'll never ever be able to take that from you. They can never. They can't take it from you. They can't. They may be able to stop you from buying and selling pretty well. Eventually, I think most people believe that that would be like a country who's trying to prevent their people from having cars. Like when the car was invented, and their country was like, nobody in this country is going to have a car. Like, it's only going to be so long before their fucking government's going to be like, oh, we were fucking stupid. We can't stop you. We can't stop you from having cars and computers and like a lot of people.
Liquor.
But Scott, like it's an idea, and they can kill the idea, so they can kill the value of the stock.
Well,
right?
crypto
People will
is
try
a technology. Cryptocurrency, unfortunately, is named currency, which confuses people. But as I was trying to say before, it's a software technology that is revolutionizing the internet and applications and banking and all kinds of other things. And so it's a new technology that is revolutionizing a lot of things. And so they think that, like a lot of people believe, this is the next thing that is like, you know, the next thing that is inevitable, like a cell phone, like the internet, like, you know, indoor heating,
Yeah. So
vehicles.
they'll have to adapt to it is kind of the hopeful, but also an assumption, the educated guess that they'll have to adapt to it.
Everyone will have to adapt to it eventually. That is the current assumption. And your government can stop it now if they feel like it, but it's only going to put their country behind in the long run, because it's like saying, you know, oh no, nobody in our country is going to have the cell phone. And then it's like, you know, I don't know how long you think you're going to pull that off for. It's only going to be for
Except you're naming things that I can touch and feel and hold in my hand.
So, okay,
What
so
would be an example that's not that?
sure. So let's say everyone in the world is now, let's say we're talking about currency. So let's say now everyone in the world is buying and selling items with cryptocurrency. I don't carry cash. I don't carry a credit card. I don't carry a US dollar. I don't need US dollars. I don't have any US dollars. Everything I buy and sell, Bitcoin. I have an account on my phone. I send it to you. You send it to me. We trade it to each other. So now you guys are the only country in the world that's using the Canadian dollar, and everyone else is trading with Bitcoin. Maybe. Let's say you have websites, applications. So like phone applications. I mean, you can't hold a phone application, but you know what it is. You can see it. You can play with it. Those are going to be built on blockchain technology. A lot of people believe that eventually a lot of banking systems will be on blockchain technology. A lot of people believe that we could transfer a lot of things to blockchain technology that are safer and more effective. We could
That
trade.
is pretty wild. Yeah.
We could put
Okay, I like when you put it that way.
voting. Like we can put voting on blockchain, right? So I can make it so that every person in the country has a position on the blockchain, and that everyone can have a vote for, like, let's say the president, and there'd be no way to hack that or change that, because the blockchain would be having a very specific slot for each particular person, and you would commit your vote to the blockchain, and the results would be finite and specific. It would not be able to change it. You couldn't hack it. You couldn't fraud it. There would be no questions. There'd be no fucking paper things, no mail-in bullshit, none of that. And you wouldn't have to worry about security, right? Because it's just like Bitcoin, right? You think it's easy to steal Bitcoin? Try it. You literally you could get billions and billions of dollars tomorrow. If someone could steal Bitcoin, they could do it. They could get $100 billion tomorrow if it was capable of stealing Bitcoin. But nobody can steal it. It's been around for 13 years and no one's stolen it yet.
So when you say you can store all these things on the chain,
Yeah.
blockchain, the more that happens, that means that there's more ledgers and that's more benefit to miners. Is that?
Maybe. Yeah. Some blockchains are built with miners that can mine it, and some blockchains are built with current coins that are minted, and they're not mined at all. So there's a thing called proof of work, and there's a thing called proof of stake, which is you basically, with proof of work, miners are involved. With proof of stake currency coins, there's no miners involved.
Okay.
Some people believe that proof of work with miners involved is the most decentralized way, because, like, what you want to do is decentralize the power, right? Nobody has the ability to control Bitcoin. A government can't control it. People can't control it. Like, nobody owns the mechanism. Nobody can control the mechanism. Bitcoin kind of lives by itself, it's by uncontrolled, right? Which is the point of it, because you don't want entities being able to affect it and change it. Like, they can't shut it down. They can't update it. They can't fuck with it. They can't do anything, right? And that's what you want it to be. That's why it was designed that way. GG, what up? All right. Yes, your government could fuck with you. Yes, regulation could cause you to have difficulties buying and selling it. It can't stop you from owning it, technically. So if you did acquire it, it would be a long-term investment.
Hey Scott, now so we invest in, say we give you money towards your next computer. Your rate of return depends on the price of Ethereum, right?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Mostly, yeah. I'm getting paid in Ethereum, so definitely. But the amount of Ethereum that I mine is not dependent on the price. So, but yeah, primarily it does relate to the price. Yeah. And Ethereum currently is the most profitable thing, but there are other mineable coins as well. So if Ethereum went to shit, there would be backups. You probably would lose 30% of the profitability if I had to switch to something else currently.
I see. I see. And you said every, I think you said every miner checks at the same time. Is that right? They
Yeah.
keep the ledger.
They're all running a ledger. Yeah, they're all running an algorithm. It's like a software program that I run on the computer, and it's just like constantly. All it does is it connects my computer to the blockchain, and like constantly is analyzing it. That's all it does.
So there's no way you could handle all the, like, it's only doing its own
No, so
transactions in conjunction with
yeah,
other
there's a
computers.
certain amount of power and speed that's like a minimally required, right? And so like let's say there's a block that is being mined and there's a new block appears and there's a million transactions happening and they're all the fastest strongest computers that get involved first have like they get involved first until it gets full and then like if it's full then whoever's left moves on to the next block and that's like the block
Yes.
comes
Right.
and then the block comes and then another block comes and it's like a blockchain, it's like a chain of blocks and like the more power and hash that there is, the more blocks that can be created and more transactions that happen. That's another problem too.
That makes sense.
So if there's like a really decrease in transactions and like nobody's buying and selling or trading or whatever and it's just going flat, then the amount that you can farm goes down. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Makes sense. So it's all dependent.
Yeah, so like I currently get an average of 750 mega hash, right? But that amount of mega hash might not produce like right now it produces right now it's producing 1.1 Ethereum a month, but a month ago it was producing like 90% of an Ethereum a month. So I've gone up 20% on the amount of Ethereum that I'm farming, plus Ethereum itself has gone up by 20%. So the profitability over the last month has gone up 50% almost.
Right on. Now, how far do you want to get with it? Like, say, yeah, no, like, how comfortable would you get? Would you want 3 more computers? Would you want 5 more? Don't say unlimited.
I would literally, so I did take out some credit cards to do this. And if I had more money to invest, I would. I would invest all the money that I had to invest. Not
Okay.
all the money. I mean, maybe not all the money. I mean, obviously, but I mean, I would easily invest $30,000 if I had it. So I did.
Yeah.
If I was anybody, if I was any Joe Schmo off the street, I would scrape up $10,000 and make one rig, or $20,000 or whatever. You don't even need to get these kinds of rigs like I have. The kinds of rigs that I have farm Ethereum. You can farm Bitcoin by buying one of these. And by the way, these are plug and play. Okay, this is a Bitcoin miner. All it has is one cord. You plug it into the internet, and it mines, and that's it. You don't have to build nothing. You don't have to build anything. You don't have to think about it. Now, these things are a cost of premium, but you can buy them off of Facebook or eBay or any kinds of things. You can get them used, and you can be farming Bitcoin tomorrow. Do you guys have 240 line, electrical line in your house, like 220?
No.
No. You could install it on a breaker. I don't know if you know how to install like
Yeah, I have it in the kitchen. I couldn't keep it on 240 in the kitchen.
You can go to your
I
breaker
can get it
box
going.
in your basement and you can put in another breaker for another like 240 line or 220 line. And you could be buying one of these for $500 or $1,000 or 10,000, just like the computers that I build. The more money you spend, the more power you can get. But and it would be running and you'd be farming Bitcoin.
That's cool.
Plug and play, very easy.
Well, it's something worth considering. Me being so stubborn is just like, okay, we'll talk to Scott about, just have him do all the work and invest in him. It just seems smarter if I'm not going to be. It's like day traders, right? Like you only invest in something that you're going to watch all the time if it's going to be volatile. And it's like this too. Like I feel like I got to know everything about it if I'm going to have it in my house. If not, I'm going to leave it to somebody who's running a YouTube channel and knows all the ins and outs. Probably be the better investment.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to go that way, it's all up to you. If it was me though, like I said, I'm encouraging like my buddy Jahan, to buy a machine for 12,000, 10, 12,000. I would encourage anybody 10 or 12,000 buy a machine. I can put it together. These basically I'll go on to Amazon and let me make sure that I'm not showing anybody my login.
Our internet pretty much crashes if I turn my iPhone on Wi-Fi. I don't know if our house is almost day.
Yeah, there need to be some fibrous changes instead of our 7 megabits. 7 megabits per second download speed.
7.
Yeah.
It's not super intense for the internet. I haven't even noticed it affecting mine at all. So the computer components, like these are the GPUs I was telling you about. These are graphics processing units. I'm currently building rigs. They take 6 GPUs. I have I have a rig of 6 1070s, a rig of 6 2070s, and a rig of 6 various things, which includes like 2 3090s, 1 3080, 2 3070s. And the costs and power is various. Like, so these cost, you know, let's say a 3080, you can get them for 2200 maybe, and you probably aren't going to get 96. You're probably only going to get 80 hash. I don't know. Depends on the situation, but yeah. So like we would buy 6 of these, whatever. So this would be the dependent cost. If you wanted to build a machine, the machine, all the side parts, all the power supply unit, the case, all the cords, the motherboard, the the RAM, the risers, like all of it, all of that would be, I don't know, somewhere between $1,000 or $1,500 and $2,000. And then you have the GPUs, which is the sky's the limit. So you can spend the GPUs, you can spend anywhere between $6,000 and $20,000 on 6 GPUs. So like I said, you could spend about $2,000 on all the items, non-GPU items, and then you'd spend between $6,000 and $20,000 on the GPUs alone.
Are you getting pretty much exactly what you pay for when you buy that GPU?
Yeah, they're all pretty much what you expect. I buy them new, so I get what's expected. I think the only actually issue is I did show one issue earlier, is that one of the particular cards that I purchased, this is a 3090, and this one should be getting 120 mega hash instead of 83. So, and I haven't been able to figure out how to get this one up, actually.
You did say earlier you thought it was maybe getting a little hot, but that wasn't the case. It was 55.
Yeah, it was. It's like right here you can see they're all 70 degrees, and that's because I have the fan settings to auto keep the temperature at 70, and the fans will ramp up until the temperature goes lower, but I've had it set to keep it at 60 or lower, and it like didn't go up. So some people are saying that these we're getting limited by the manufacturer, who doesn't want these to be used for mining, because the video gamers who use these for gaming computers haven't been able to get access to them for 2 years. So like this thing, for example, this 3080, for example, I'm buying them for $2,200, but it should cost a third of that. So I'm buying it for like 2 to 3 times MSRP, because that's just what it is in the market right now. Okay, I want to address the chat real quick. Who is in the chat that's on that is a Patreon? Anybody left? I know we had a bunch of people earlier, and I should have done the drawing then, but I fucked up. I'm gonna make an announcement on the Patreon real quick. Anybody left? I know you were there earlier. Willy Wonka, anybody else? All right, anyway. Guys, I was talking about any of my current Patreon subscribers who I had on the stream tonight. I was going to do a drawing and then send them some Bitcoin. So we'll see if anybody's on. Let's move on to your next question.
Do you have anything you want to ask? I'll take her.
Oh, thanks.
It's not a lot of good news. I know you wanted to hear some reassuring things. I don't have it. I don't have it. I do not. The problem is it's volatile. And we have a Patreon on the chat. Mike's gonna be the winner, and like if nobody else is on the chat. Willy Wonka, I saw you on there earlier. Jesus, you scared the shit out of me. Yeah, so like stocks, there's no guarantee if you buy a stock the price is gonna stay up. There's no guarantee. You could buy a stock for $20 or $2,000 and it could go down. I bought Tesla and Apple a couple of months ago. Okay. I bought $2,000 in Tesla, $2,000 in Apple, and $2,000 in some other fucking thing in my Roth IRA. And those motherfuckers went down 20 and 30% over the course, like immediately, like over the course of a month. I put in $6,000 and I'd lost, actually I put in $12,000 because at the end of the year, I put in my Roth IRA. And then at the beginning of this year, I put in another $6,000. I don't know if you know about a Roth IRA. Do you?
No, not really. No. Is that just
Roth
like
IRA is a retirement account, not too different from a 401k, except you're paying with post-tax dollars instead of pre-tax dollars. Anyway,
okay.
We're allowed to put $6,000 a year into it. So I put $6,000 into it in 2020 at the end and $6,000 in the beginning of 2021, which is $12,000 into stonks, which is some people call stocks. Okay. Motherfucking stocks went down $3,000 in the first 3 weeks. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, if I wanted to lose $3,000 in 2 weeks, I would have invested in fucking Dogecoin. And what? I would have made $30,000 instead. Motherfucker. I swear to God. Sometimes. I swear to God, sometimes.
Everything's been eating shit lately.
Yeah. So finally, after 4 months of being invested in Tesla and Apple, I started breaking even last week. And then last week, it's been taking a shit for another week. And so it's down again.
Don't look at it. Don't even look at it.
All right, I'm going to do a countdown. 1 more minute. Is there any other Patreons on the chat right now? If not, Mike is going to be our winner for the evening.
Patreon.
I have Patreons.
Hey, Scott, thanks. This has been pretty damn informative, man. I appreciate you. You having us on here. That's pretty cool. And then answering all these questions. Yeah, that's awesome.
Heck yeah.
I have one last question about the wallet. So when it comes to, let's say you send money to, you would send to my wallet, you would be sending me actual Bitcoin, or would you be sending me Ethereum?
Whichever.
Or
I can send any kind of cryptocurrency to any kind of cryptocurrency. Wallets are like a digital ledger of all the different currencies that you hold. And in your wallet, there are sub wallets. So you'll have let's say you have your Coinbase wallet, you'll have an Ethereum wallet, not a wallet. I wouldn't call it a wallet. You'll have an Ethereum address, and you'll have a Bitcoin address. You'll have an address for each cryptocurrency. So people will send those specific currencies to those specific addresses. So if I send you Bitcoin, You only receive it at your Bitcoin address in Bitcoin. It doesn't change. It can't be.
And it would be at the value at the time it was sent, or the value
Yeah.
as it is today.
Yeah, it happens almost immediately, so that's not really.
Okay.
It doesn't usually tend to be an issue.
Yeah, sometimes when we buy USD, we actually burn for it because we buy it at a good time, and when we actually get the transaction
Mike,
run through, we hurt.
yeah, it shouldn't be that way. Mike, post your what was that? Post your public Ethereum address on the chat. Do you know how to do that? Are you comfortable doing that?
I mean, if Alex said, "Okay, we're gonna invest here," and you're mining for Ethereum, and she's like, "I want Bitcoin," there's a bit of a transaction cost for you to convert to that, though, right?
Yeah,
For you to bother.
yeah, there would be, and there's a there. I mean, there would be a small transaction cost even for just
Ethereum.
selling
The
the
transfer.
Ethereum itself. Yeah.
Gotcha. Buying, selling.
So
every time you move it.
watch this. So like right here, okay. So by the way, and this is, you don't see it. You don't see this. Let me see here. So this is my BlockFi account with $1,266 in Ethereum in it. After I've paid my bills for the month, this is what's in it currently. And I'm accruing interest. So let's say, yes, ETH. So I'm going to withdraw Ethereum. See this?
Hold on, let me zoom out. Okay, got it.
Somebody is about to post an Ethereum address in the chat. Or you can send it to me. You can also send it to me on Patreon if you want to do it that way instead. Ellis, what's up? If you want to get rich on leverage trading, depends on if you're an American or not. So Americans don't have access to all of the nicest leverage trading apps. If you are an American, there's a couple of leverage trading apps that are good, like KuCoin, Kraken. You can check links in the description for that. I would start small. Don't go big too fast, too quickly, because then you'll just get liquidated. Brian, you want to know what that means, sir?
Sure.
You don't need to log into BlockFi. What, is that where your Ethereum address is? All you need to do is post me the Ethereum address on any account that you have on any application where you have cryptocurrency. Okay. Or you can send me a wallet address. Okay, so a VPN is risky. I'm going to tell you. So in America, there are a lot of Americans who use VPNs to make it look like they're not in America when they transact businesses on websites and applications. And they do that, they can get access to things that Americans are not allowed to get access to. Now, that's nice to have access to those things. However, there are some issues. You're breaking some terms of services and some laws. And if the IRS wanted to get funky with you, they could assume that you're doing tax evasion. And also, if you're doing a VPN on a website who says that you're not allowed to do that, and if you're using a VPN to use the website, you're not allowed to use that website. They could confiscate your account. So, like, for example, if you used a VPN to access Bybit or Binance.com instead of Binance.us, and they found out, and if they felt like it, it'd be within their rights to confiscate your account and everything in it. So be careful about using a VPN. You're violating terms of service and law to do that.
Shit.
So I don't use VPNs personally, unfortunately, because if I did, I'd be playing all of BitBoy's Bybit games and all of that shit. If you aren't going to be using a VPN and you're American, I recommend using Binance US, Coinbase, Kraken, KuCoin. Those are some good trading apps. Mike.
Is Coinbase the biggest one now? Like, it just came out.
No, well, Binance. So Binance is not necessarily the biggest one for Americans. Binance is. Did I get what? Did you send it to me on Patreon?
I think I said Coinbase.
Coinbase is listed, and they're listed on the stock exchange as a stock company that you can buy stock in. Actually, did I get
that's
it?
why
How
it's
did
the
you send it
real.
to me?
Okay.
And Coinbase is an American company, and BlockFi is an American company. Did I get it? As in, like, did you post it in the chat? Because I don't see it in the chat. If you posted it in the chat. Oh, Willy Wonka, you showed up too late. Mike already won the drawing, dude. Mike won the drawing, dude. You missed it. Only Patreon on the stream when I was going live. When I was calling out this, when I was calling it out. How did you send your Ethereum address, Mike? Inform me, sir. I just need somebody to send me a fucking address. Willy Wonka, send me your Ethereum address. Somebody send me a fucking Ethereum address. I'm gonna send somebody Ethereum. Trying to. You can use the links in the description to check some of that stuff out. I know you had more questions, Brian. What else was on your paper, dude?
That was it. That was it.
Willy Wonka, post me a fucking Ethereum address. Post it. Can you post it in the chat right now? Copy paste.
Sounds like you really know what you're doing, though, Scott. I thought somebody helped you build the computers, obviously, but it sounds like you know everything about it, which I had no idea.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, I built the last two completely by myself, and I'm pretty sufficient at it now. The first one I had a friend help me build it, but only because I wanted to make sure that if anything went wrong, they'd help me. But in the end, I don't think I needed any help.
Is Justin, Mandy's brother, doing this at all?
Can you
Yeah,
hear Alex?
yeah.
Yeah.
I got him into it. Yeah, I got him into it.
Right on.
Yeah, he's mining. He's got a miner. He's the one that helped me build the first rig, actually.
Oh, so he was doing it first? You got him into it, though.
No.
He's just-
He had built computers before. He'd never built a computer for mining crypto before.
It's pretty wild what you're doing, actually, what people are doing.
Why isn't anybody posting a fucking Ethereum address in the chat? Willie or Mike, please, somebody. You want me to send you the Ethereum or not? Fuck me. In 5 seconds, I'm not going to send anybody anything. Woo. This stuff's watered down. I need a little bit more icy wicey. So I had some really cool live streams, guys. You should have seen it. I was going every night almost, like 5-6 nights a week. I was doing a live stream. You did what? Did you post it in this chat? If you posted it in this chat, then it was blocked.
Well, I'll have to check it out more often so I get more comfortable with whatever's going on, see if I can pick up more info. Yeah. Mom was over and we were trying to watch it, but I don't think she had the good intel.
No, what had happened was, like I said, YouTube got a stick up their ass and they fucked me bad, and I don't know. Okay, no, you can't post it. Apparently, you can't post it in the chat. Then send it to me on Patreon or something. Hold on a second. Oh, you posted it in the Discord. Ah, let me go on the Discord. Yeah, so I started off and all of a sudden, well, man, oh man, did fucking there we go. Okay, so here's an Ethereum address from Willy Wonka. Okay. Ethereum. Paste the address. No, that's the amount of Ethereum. No. This is the wallet. New wallet. How much Ethereum are we sending?
If you're asking me, I'd say give him like 3,000.
You're fucking kidding me.
He said it was easy, but I don't know. I think this is a good example of how easy it is or can be to transfer into one of these apps.
Oh, I have to send at least 0.02 or greater, it says, for this account. Okay, so BlockFi does not want me to send it at least 0.02. Do you know how much that would be?
How much?
That'd be $50. So it says I need to send at least $50.
Well, get off your wallet and send it to him.
No. This is an Ethereum gas fee issue. I'm not sending it.
That's cool.
I will send it. I don't want to send Ethereum. I don't want to send Ethereum. So here's the thing, guys. Miners actually get a lot for mining, and the problem is small transactions end up costing a little bit too much because of miners. Does that make sense?
Transactions cost a little too much. No. Can you break that down?
So there's a thing called gas fees where miners basically, like myself, get a decent amount of money for mining, but because of that, it makes the cost of buying and selling Ethereum in particular. Yeah, Willie, let me think here. I'm going to go on to Kraken.
I see. So the fees are kind of like a set rate of transaction.
Yeah, per transaction. Yeah, and it's actually one of the things that's held Ethereum back. Actually, Ethereum would have blown up a lot bigger if it wasn't for the issue with the gas fees. So actually they're trying to reduce the amount of money that miners get for mining Ethereum, which I think that'll end up washing out. I think Ethereum I think the price of Ethereum will go up as the costs go down, and so the reward they get, the amount of Ethereum they get for mining might go down a little bit, but the value of the Ethereum they get will go up, so it might be a wash if we're lucky.
They're trying to, though. It's not easy, eh? It's not just like they can change it next day.
No, Mike, you can't see the address on the chat. So YouTube, what up, Chrome? Oh my gosh, been a while. Welcome, dude. No, YouTube is blocking people from posting their crypto wallet addresses on the chat. I don't know why, because I've seen plenty of other channels that people could post wallets on the chat. So you're gonna have to send it to me in Discord. Anybody who's not joined on my Discord, by the way, I have a Discord. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Discord.
No, we're living in the Stone Ages over here, man.
Discord is like the chat rooms of the world now.
Oh. Okay.
So, like, if you wanted to create a chat room to talk about a particular subject, like, I have a chat room.
It's like Zoom, but chat.
It's like WhatsApp.
It's a chat room. Yeah, it's kind of like WhatsApp. You got kicked from the Discord? No, you didn't. No, you fucking did not. I'll put you back in the Discord in a second. Why? Were you talking shit? You got kicked savagely. Who the fuck kicked you out of my Discord savagely? You're gonna have to tell me what happened with that one. No, seriously, I want to fucking know. Was there drama? Was there drama? I told everybody, don't cause any drama. That's like the only rule that we had. I don't care about people talking about off-topic shit or all kinds of other things. I don't, but like, if people are causing drama and fighting, I won't deal with that. All right, I'm trying to look up Mike's message. Ooh, Mike sent me a little message. Okay, I see something. That looks like an Ethereum address as well.
Yeah. So is this it? Oh, it's a screenshot.
I'm thinking the Ethereum gas fees might be too much. Who wants Bitcoin instead? Let me see here. I have so many options. There's too many options. So by the way, guys, I hold probably like most of the top 20 altcoins. Like I hold some synthetics, EOS, Coin, Mana, Tron, Link, Dot, Atom, etc. Staking prices trade history support by funding. Give me 1 second here. Let's do a little testy test. What did that say? Oh no! I'm having the luck, I swear to God. What is going on? Am I under on a margin right now? Anyway, Jesus Christ. I don't think I want to send Ethereum straight away because the gas fees are as much as I was going to send you guys. So we're going to have to send like Bitcoin or ADA or something else. So I'm not going to use Willy Wonka. What's that second address you sent me? Is that second address you sent me your Bitcoin address? That's your Bitcoin address? All right, I'll send you something on the Bitcoin. What's my Raven address? My Raven address is on Binance. Binance. By the way, I did farm a little bit of Raven coin. I think like 12. All right. Okay, I'm gonna log onto my Kraken account and find out what's going on here. Give me a second. God damn, Bitcoin's taking another shit. Oh my God. I swear to God. Why is it doing that? Oh man. Let me see here. Wow. That I did not expect. All right, let's look at the fucking trade here. Look at Bitcoin. Look at this. Oh man. The last 6 hours has been absolute fucking trash. Look at this. So this was unexpected. We had this nice bottom out recovery, and we have hit this trend line once again and hit the trend line again here. And so at this moment right here, you would expect everything to be really nice and ready to bounce up. Okay, if you look here and the way the flows are and the way the moving averages are, the way the volumes are right here, this one like this, hit off this, recovered nicely, came down, hit, recovered nicely again, right? This, you got a green buy dot on Market Cipher, all positive. So this happening next was kind of unexpected. The last 6 hours is really shit. I probably would have sold some Bitcoin right here if I had been paying attention, but I wasn't apparently. So I actually entered in a margin trade here, and now it's negative. Motherfucker. That's what volatility is all about. All about. It's all right.
So this is where we would want to buy in.
No. Actually, it might not be done taking a shit. It's very possible that this is as low as it goes, but it's also, it's just as possible. It's like 50-50 that this goes down another 4,000 or up 6,000. Like that's what this kind of triangle represents right here. This cross. There is this trend where it's coming down, and also this was coming up, although this has changed. So like basically this is saying that somewhere before this point, it's going to make a big change. And the big change is either it's going to go up like this or it's going to go down like this. And so this could be the beginning of it deciding to go down right now. Yeah, because I wasn't expecting, I wouldn't expect it to come down and do this. Hold on, it's freezing up on me. I'm having, the computer is freezing up right now. Okay, for fuck's sake. So this is another dump. It's a problem because we've pretty much doubled. I mean, this could be a double bottom, which actually is really a bullish thing. Although it's still kind of just trending downwards, actually. A double bottom is like a W, which tends to go something like this. And that's actually a pretty common, it's a double bottom, bottom, up, bottom, boom, and then it explodes. So this could be what's happening here. This could be a double bottom. It's not the nicest looking double bottom I've ever seen, but let's see what the 6 hour looks like. 4 hour. No. All right, anyway. I gotta get back into the action of sending the goddamn money to my boy.
I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna have to hop off because Lily's starting to lose it.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Thanks for hanging out this long. I'll text you later.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Love you. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my God. I'm having the hardest time. Give me a second. The fucking. Oh my God. I'm trying so hard. April. Okay, so this is how I fucked up so bad. This is how badly I fucked up. In January, for the first 2 weeks of January, I watched it go up and I watched it go down. First 2 weeks of February, I watched it go up and then I watched it go down. In March, I was like, Is it going to happen again? Sure fucking enough, it happened again. Went down. And I thought I caught the bottom, but it went down further. And I got fucked for a while. I finally broke even. I was like, okay, I take a little shit there. Whatever. Then April came. And I was like, oh yeah, I know it's going to happen. I've seen this before. By the way, April is historically the best month for Bitcoin. And the first 2 weeks of April is historically the best 2 weeks for Bitcoin. And the first 2 weeks of every month are historically the best 2 weeks of every month. And so we were primed to fly up for the first 2 weeks of April. And I was fucking ready. I bought in March 31st or whatever the fucking day was, ready to rock. And sure enough, it went up. I was like, fuck yeah. And I'm like, okay, and I gotta get out. Got to get out by the time it takes a shit. And I'm like, I got 2 to 3 weeks. And I was hoping I would get another week, but I was like, all right. It's gonna take a shit like April 15th. I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna wait for it to take a shit, and then I'm gonna jump the fuck in. And I did. Oh boy, did I fucking do it or what? I swear, dude, I fucking jumped in hard, right? Well, here's the problem. Right? Let's watch. Ready? Right here, April 14th. I was like, oh yeah, this is it. This is it. This was the bottom. This was the shit. Computer's freezing. Don't do it. Don't do it to me, you son of a bitch. Oh, it's just my mouse? My mouse fucking died? What the fuck? Eat a fucking dick, you mouse. God damn it. So I was like, oh yeah, I took a shit. Here's the recovery. Bounce. And I was like, yes, it's going up. Right? Like right around here. I buy in. And it's been doing this ever fucking since. Like, this is not how this was supposed to go, right? Like, it went down. I can't use this. I cannot. %. That's pretty good for a mid-month dip. That's pretty good for a little itty-bitty mid-month fucking dip. And it's been taking a shit ever since. Like, I was like, oh my god, yes. Boom, that's the dip. Yes. Recovery. Bounce here nicely. Fuck yeah. This is it. And we're literally lower than where I got in. So I'm fucked again. And I swear to God, if it stays below 56,000 for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to fucking shit. I'm going to fucking shit. I'm going to fucking shit. Because it's exactly what happened to me last month. Like the dip happened. I bought into the fucking dip. And then the motherfucker dipped further. Look at this. Look at this fucking buy dot on the 4 hour. Look at this. They were on the 4 hour. Look at this bullish reversal. Look at the diversion. Look at this. This is so fucking insanely strong. If this is all you saw, like that's the, like you would buy. Like why the fuck would you not buy here? A 4 hour buy dot with a 4 hour bullish diversion on an uptrend recovery from a dip? This is perfect buy-in. 56,000. Nope. Nope. Look at that. Do you want to see something that you never see? Where did it go? Where did it go? There was a gold star. Did it change colors? Did it change colors? Aw. Guys, there was a gold buy dot on Market Cipher. You never fucking see a gold buy dot on Market Cipher, and this one had it. All right. Get back to sending some Bitcoin to some fellers. All right. I'm gonna log into BlockFi. I'm logging into BlockFi. I'm going to trade some Ethereum for some Bitcoin. I'm going to do how much worth? I don't know. $300 worth? All right, $300. One Ethereum. You don't. What the fuck? No. Okay, sell $300 in Ethereum, buy $300 in Bitcoin. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, don't do me any fucking favors. Bitcoin, withdraw. How much Bitcoin do I withdraw? How much is this? How much is 0.0007 of a Bitcoin? Let me see here. 53,000 times 0.1237. Ooh, good God. It's still $40 for a transaction fee for Bitcoin. What the fuck? Why in the fuck? Why in the fuck is it $40 for a Bitcoin transaction fee? Am I fucking crazy? Am I fucking crazy? Can somebody tell me? Can somebody tell me how in the fuck? Maybe somebody can tell me how in the fuck. There's a $40 fee for sending Bitcoin out of BlockFi. I'm actually really, really fucking disappointed in this right now. Okay, so my Binance.us account let me trade my USD for so my account has not been verified yet. But it let me trade USD for Bitcoin. It's very interesting. And now I have Bitcoin. Interesting. And now I can submit some Bitcoin. The transaction fee is lower, but it's still not fucking free. 0.001 BTC is the minimum. That's $50 fucking dollars. Huh. $50 is the minimum. Look at this. 0.001 Bitcoin is the minimum withdrawal to send Bitcoin. Wow. Ain't that a motherfucker? It's wild. Guess we're all learning something today. Holy shit. I have to send a minimum of $50? What the fuck? Oh, Bitcoin miner fee. If I send you $20, it costs a $20 miner fee. Look at this. Can you see it? No, you're not, Sheila. You're getting too hot. Also, you need to cool down just a little bit. What the fuck? Can I please get the thing on the camera? There's so much delay. There's so much goddamn delay on this thing. Go live, baby. All right, look at this. If I send $20, there's a $20 miner fee. That's fucking expensive. What the fuck? Mike, what? Mike, you sent Raven to me. Shut the fuck. No, you did not. You better not. What did we see? Wait, I've sent a bit. Withdraw. Balance. 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 Raven. Let's see my transaction history. I'm not sure that I see it yet. This much I'm sad about. This much I am. This much. All right. Come on. Time to recover, you fucker. 42 minutes. 42 minutes. This is unreal. $20 miner fee to send $20. I'm sending you. You sent $20. Boom. I did it. I fucking did it. I paid $20 to send $20. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Mike, post your Bitcoin address in the Discord, sir. Please. This is so fucking annoying. This is unbelievably annoying. Is there no cheaper way to send somebody Bitcoin? $20 to send $20? What the fuck? I really didn't know. I can't find it. I've looked on Binance, I looked on BlockFi, I looked on Kraken, and I looked on Coinbase. I can't find a way to send $20 cheaply. The cost, $20 is the cheapest cost I can find. Is that fucked up or what? How fucked up is that? How fucked up is that? That's so fucked up. I thought, okay, I thought Ethereum had gas problems. I just had to spend I just had to spend $20 to send $20. Mike, did you post your Bitcoin address? No, you didn't. You did not post your Bitcoin address yet. Whenever you're ready, sir. Whenever you're ready. All right. XRP, send Raven. Dude, I don't even know how to buy XRP. Where are you guys buying XRP? Willie, you got that 20, dude. Nice. Nice. I did both. This is my first ever drawing for Patreons. If you want to be a Patreon and get in on the drawings, link is in the description. I had once fucking dude. I had once done a drawing for people who were watching me play Magic the Gathering. And I sent packs. I sent packs. I accidentally sent a much, much more valuable Magic the Gathering pack to this guy. He was like, whoa, why'd you send me this? And I was like, oh, well, it's an accident, but that's cool. Enjoy that pack. Fuck. This is a fucking rip. What the fuck? Things could be shitty for the next, you know, week and a half. What is this? Till the 3rd. May 3rd. It'll be time to buy on the 2nd. So basically, if things don't get real nice over the next 2 days, then it's going to be shitty until May 2nd. Don't expect me to come back on and waste time talking about how shitty the things are over the next week and a half if they don't recover. I'm telling you guys, that's it. If Ethereum's done a nice job doing a recovery, but seriously, what are we doing on Discord here? Like, okay. I don't have much Raven. How much Raven do I have? You sent me Raven. How much Raven do I have? I only have $6 in Raven in my account, bro. All right, I'm gonna go back on to Discord. And this is the last time I'm doing this. Reply, copy text. Only because you guys have been from the beginning. The miner fee is $36 now to send 20 bucks. The miner fee is $36. I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm having trouble processing. Like a minute ago, I sent $20 worth of Bitcoin for a $20 miner fee, and now to send $20 in Bitcoin, it's $36 miner fee. No, Willie, that's pure profit, dude. All right, that's pure income. I'm gonna send you a 1090 something else, 1090 fucking something or another, and then you're gonna get taxed on that 20 bucks. Fuck me. Where do you get XLM? Huh? Trying to figure it out. I don't have XLM anywhere. Should I? I feel like I should. You guys are saying XLM like I should have it. So I just starting to wonder if I was missing out on something here. Is something I should have or fuck? look at my KuCoin. My KuCoin. Oh, I have Kai on. I don't know if you guys heard about this. Kai, Kai on KuCoin. I saw like 3 YouTube videos talking about Kai being like a 10 times or 100 times for 2021, and I was like, I never heard of it. It's early. It's cheap. I'm gonna buy it. I got in. I got in on Kai, and then boom, it went up 15% right away. So that's kind of cool. That was kind of cool. All right, Coinbase. Let's go. XLM on Coinbase. What do I have on Coinbase? What do I have? What do I have? I have some Dash. A little bit of 1-inch. Who knows what else? All right, I'm going to trade my Dash. Convert Dash. Who wants to receive some Dash? Somebody. Mike, do you have Coinbase? You have Coinbase. Send me your Dash wallet. Dash. What's your Dash wallet? No Coinbase. There's a Dash wallet. Fuck yeah. Let's go. I'm gonna send you fucking Dash right now. If it fucking kills me, I'm gonna send you some Dash. I don't know why I have Dash, but we're about to see. Somebody paid me Dash. Pay with Dash. $20 Dash to paste. Note is for being a Patreon. Dash. Continue. Network fee. Oh my gosh. It's practically nothing. Enter your 2-step verification code. I don't know. Oh, I got a text here. Okay. It did not. I've just typed in nothing's happening. The fuck? Okay. Sending you $20 in Dash now. Sent $19.99. This transaction usually takes less than 10 minutes. Dash balance is decreased. All right. Cool. Yeah. I think I sent you some Dash. Yeah, Binance is pretty cool. Binance US has been giving me some serious trouble with verifying my account. And the BitBoy's been talking a lot of shit about Binance US. Accounts getting locked, verification's not working, and all kinds of other shit. Maybe because they're blowing up too fast. I don't know. But the transition from Binance.com to the Binance US for Americans went really shitty. I guess. But they're pretty good. I mean, they're the #1 crypto trading app in the world, Binance.com. So, and they seem to have pretty good access to stuff. But you look at some like off-brand apps, and you have everything, like KuCoin or like KuCoin, for example. You can buy anything. You can buy anything on leverage. You don't need a VPN. There's no KYC. Like, it's fucking insane. So I don't know how they get away with all that, but KuCoin is no fucking joke. All right. So I'll tell you what. Mike, I sent you 20 in Dash. Willie, I sent you 20 in Bitcoin and it cost me $20. So you owe me 20 on that one. Okay. And I sent you the 20 only because you've been with it since the beginning. And you're a real deal. So I gotta go. It's been 2.5 fucking hours, and I'm an idiot for being on this long. I hope somebody learned something tonight as I was helping my sister and brother-in-law learn a couple of things and teach them a little bit about mining, a little bit about crypto, and for Christ's sake, this is way too fucking long. Way too fucking long. I gotta go to bed. I'm glad I came back, hung out with you this evening. It's been for real. I'll try to get on, but I'll tell you what, if the crypto market's taking a shit for the next week and a half until May 2nd, I'm not going to get on and just talk about how shitty everything's going. I'm not. So, appreciate it. Check out some of those links in the description. I'll catch you guys next time. Get on the Discord.